Greetings, Chem II students. Mr. Keister here with you again today. This is the video for Friday, December 4th, 2020, which is our scheduled 73rd day of school for the fall semester. Always keep in mind, though, the dates could change for a variety of reasons, but the lessons and the order that those lessons are presented will remain the same regardless. So let's take a look at our do-nows and see what our schedule is for today. This video is going to be quite short. Thankfully, I'm sure you're saying to yourselves, because today is mostly a work day. We're getting ready to start Unit 6-2. I want to talk to you a little bit about that, a little bit of an intro to that, and then we'll hit it full blast starting tomorrow. So today you're going to pick up a new notes packet, Unit 6-2, actually the last notes packet for this semester, page 93. We got a handout for you today. We'll look at that here in a minute. Symbols used in chemical equations, that's 94. And then Unit 6-2 assignment number 1, which is going to be your assignment for tomorrow, which is page 95. Nothing from yesterday because we had an exam. I should say not yesterday, but yeah, yesterday, because we had an exam. I don't have them all completely graded yet, but the ones I do, the average is right around 80, maybe a little bit less. Remember, this test had a lot of nomenclature on it, a lot of math. All right, we had some drawings too, especially organic ones. We had quite a bit of math involving the mole, Avogadro's number, molar mass, percent comp, empirical formula, true molecular formula, and some of you struggled with that a little bit, and so I can't stress enough. I say it every day, but man, you got to stay focused. You got to keep working hard. You got to stick with it. All right. Things are just going to continue to build and build and build. And we got lots more coming. This unit's a big one. In fact, we won't finish this unit this semester. We will continue on with it at the beginning of the second semester when we return to school in January, because it is a big one. All right. But anyway. And I made a note on here for those of you who have not yet mastered nomenclature, naming and formula writing. Boy, you're going to see just how important knowing that stuff is beginning in this unit. It's just imperative that you know that stuff. All right. After a brief introduction to Unit 6-2, you are going to complete the Unit 6-2 assignment number 1. Like I said, today is mostly a work day. You'll find all the answers to the questions in the notes packet and on the handout that you picked up today. That will be due Monday, the beginning of class, and I will be collecting it for a grade. So let's take a quick look at the notes packet, talk about what we're going to be doing in this coming unit, and then I'll let you get to your work. Okay, so let me pull the screen up here. There we go. So as you can see, this unit is on chemical reactions. So basically what we've been building up to for the last 3 or 4 months almost now is to get us to this point, to get us to chemical reactions. And then from here on out, what we do with those chemical reactions. Because, I mean, basically that's what chemistry is all about. Equations. So many of the products we use, of course, medicines would probably top that list. What is that? A multi-billion-dollar industry, if not trillion. Soaps, hair care products, insecticides, cleaners, all types of cleaning products, car care, fertilizers, all right, with farming, paints. The list goes on and on and on. All of these products are made in some type of production facility using one or more chemical reactions to make them. All right. So a reaction is the recipe by which these products are made. And a written expression of a chemical reaction is called a chemical equation. All right. So the importance of chemical equations, which again represent reactions, is that this is what chemistry is all about. This is what we do with chemistry, folks. We produce things that are necessary for the normal functioning of our society. All right. I mean, it can't get much more important than that, can it? I mean, I wouldn't think so. All chemical reactions involve the chemical changes in one or more beginning substances. Remember, these are called the reactants that are then converted into new substances that are then produced, and these, of course, are called the products. So the basic layout of a chemical equation is such that we start with our reactants. These are the substances we're beginning with. Could be elements, could be compounds, could be both. All right. This arrow, of course, in the middle stands for yields. This is the yield arrow. And then the products are the new substances that are formed after the reaction has occurred. During a reaction, the chemical bonds of the reactants are broken down, and then new bonds are formed between different atoms to form the products. There's always energy involved in this too, usually an infusion or a release of energy. That's pretty common almost with all reactions. Okay. During the course of the reaction, no atoms are created nor destroyed. They are simply rearranged into new substances. What does that sound like? I think it sounds like conservation of mass, right? Yes, it does. All right. So nothing's lost in regards to atoms or gained in a reaction. Everything is conserved. It just looks a little different. All right. It just has been rearranged in some way. So indications that a reaction has occurred. I mentioned energy, always involved pretty much. Heat or light is produced. All right. Heat or light are both, of course, forms of energy. Sound is a form of energy. That's definitely produced too. So energy is involved. A gas is produced. All right. A gas. A precipitate is produced. We've talked about precipitates before. A precipitate is a solid substance that is produced during the reaction between two solutions. Remember, solutions are basically in the liquid phase, whereby something is dissolved in water. All right. When you mix two solutions and get the formation of a solid substance or a precipitate, that is definitely an indication that a chemical reaction has occurred. Okay, so here we're getting to types of reactions. So I think I want to stop with our introduction there. We'll start there tomorrow. One thing I wanted to show in regard to equations, which we talked about here just for a little bit, is this handout that you picked up today, of which you will need to answer some of the questions on your assignment. And as you go through this list here, it gives a list of symbols here that you will see and a brief explanation of what they stand for. And so you should be familiar with a lot of these, but I would certainly want to highlight some, like especially, well, probably about the first 6 or 7 or 8 of them, all right? The yields arrow, of course, we've talked about. The second one there is the double yields, all right, which is used in place of a single arrow to indicate a reversible reaction. We're going to deal with those when we get to equilibrium late in the second semester. We'll be dealing with that a lot, all right? Reactions that are reversible. Now, that only happens in what we call a closed system, all right, whereby basically a sealed container, whereby nothing can escape, nothing can get in or out once the reaction has begun. And then we have the little parentheses things. We have solids, liquids, aqueous or aqueous solutions, again, which is something dissolved in water. G, of course, for gas. And so those we're going to be using right off the bat, starting tomorrow. Or starting Monday, I should say, when we get going on this unit. So make sure you go through those, that list. Make sure that you know what all of those things stand for. And again, you're going to need that list to answer some of the questions on the assignment. So I think that's it for today. Like I said, I wanted to give you most of the time today to work. And so again, this assignment will be due on Monday, and I will be collecting it for a grade. So hang on to your hats, folks. Chemical reactions is here. It's a huge unit. Got lots to learn, lots to tell you. And as we wind down here on the first semester, I'll say it once again. everyone, stay focused and keep working hard. And of course, stay safe and take care of yourselves too. So until next time, this is Mr. Keister signing off. See you guys. Take care now.